Alan.
Oh, hi, how are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Good
I
to
see
see
you. There's a bit of sunshine today. I see you brought the Pagoda.
This is a Sunshine Pagoda day.
Oh, pretty much.
Many of them recently, I tell you.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
This is Alan, another client of mine who's into watches and cars.
Yeah,
Bit of a coincidence, that, isn't it?
they go together.
This looks good. Looks beautiful. How long have you had this?
14, 15 years.
14, 15 years. So you got them just before they exploded in price then?
Thank goodness for that.
Yeah. Just in time.
Yeah.
Well, I'd appreciate if you could tell us a little bit about your car.
Well, start off, it's an eBay car.
eBay car?
Yep. Bought it on eBay. Everybody said you should never buy, in those days, stuff on eBay. But anyway, I trotted off up to Hertfordshire, crawled around it, and thought, it's pretty decent. Needs some, needs a bit of work here and there.
Yeah.
Had an MOT, and it became my sort of, I suppose it became a sort of retirement project, really.
Definitely, yeah.
So took about 18 months or so to get it up to a good standard. Used it a lot. Been down to the south of France 3 times.
Brilliant.
And these old Mercs, the running gear's good, the electrics are good.
Excellent.
And keeps going.
Well, why don't you walk us around the car and tell us a bit what you've done to it?
Okay. Bodywork hasn't had much work done by me.
No.
It was resprayed. It left the factory green.
Yeah.
It was owned by a TV production company in London in the 90s who resprayed it black.
Okay.
Always been red leather.
Really? So green and red leather?
Green and red leather. Because it got the data card, so it left the factory. It was always right-hand drive, always green metallic and red leather. Now, in terms of the actual, you want to have a look inside. Some had work done on some of the seats, but kept the original perforated bit inside.
Okay.
Because the seat belts tear this lot.
Oh, right.
So I had some leather work done on this, and also I found these headrests.
Yeah, you can see it when you mention it. You can see it.
Yeah. Try to keep as much original as I possibly could. Yeah. The usual things. A lot of the important but annoying things needed doing. Some of the instruments were not working.
Yeah.
Kick down and the automatic transmission wasn't working. Tank was rusty, pumping up.
This is basically all that.
All that stuff.
It's not a wreck, but it needs to
not
tidying
by
up.
no means. Yeah. In terms of the mechanics, mainly suspension stuff, kingpins, shockers, trunnions.
That's a big loaf down there, isn't it?
There's a lot of that. Not much on the engine itself, but quite a bit on the fuel system.
Really, yeah.
Particularly.
Well, that's an injector system you got.
It's got an early injector system on this, a bit like a Ford's and tractor.
All right.
Sort of mechanical,
look at
right?
that.
Yeah, and all this stuff in here, which is part of the thermo system, that was on the blink, so that took a bit of detective work and sorted out. We finally got there.
So is this original injection car? Yeah.
Yeah. The start of the Pagodas was 63 with a 230, and they always had this injection system on. Yeah.
And what literage is the car?
2.8.
2.8, yeah.
2.8. The engine gradually grew over time. 230,
pretty
250,
fat 6 then,
280.
basically, for a European car anyway.
That's it. Straight 6. They'll buzz along all day at 75.
Well, this engine would probably do 1 million, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah. I mean, I honestly don't know how many it's done, but if you believe, what I think, it's about 110,000 miles, which the car's 1969, 1970. So.
Brilliant.
I had about 8 previous owners.
Yep.
And started life, oddly enough, in Holland.
Really?
Yeah, but it's always been right-hand drive.
How bizarre.
So I could maybe think it belonged to a Brit who was at the time living in Holland, bought it there, and with intent to bring it back here. But yeah, we don't know.
Could have been.
Yeah.
Lovely dashboard in this as well.
Yeah, this was a sort of. It's quite an American dashboard when you look at it and think about it.
Yeah, I think it's just this is just a dashboard of the time.
That type of thing. Yeah, exactly.
How?
So
this
this
is a 60.
This is 6970.
6970. Yeah.
They changed the model end of 70, early 71, so it's one of the later cars.
Yeah.
It's what they call a California.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a hood, but it's got small seats in the back. So if you have children of stunted growth and small legs,
Yeah.
they go in there. Now that's where the hood.
Or they can lie down sideways.
That's where the hood would be.
All right.
Right. So it's got a hard top.
So it's got a hard top.
The hard top comes off at end of April and goes back on in October.
Yeah. Well, sounds good.
So all this, as you can see, this leather's original.
This is all the original.
It's
Yeah.
all original. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
So
Disc brakes all around, I reckon.
disc brakes all around, automatic transmission, easy to drive, easy to park.
Yeah.
Women like them.
Yeah.
Always did, because it was so easy to drive at the time. You
Yeah.
know, they were quite an advanced car. You can imagine 63 having all-round disc brakes, automatic transmission, fuel injection. Pretty advanced car.
Yeah. I can imagine a lot of wives got this from their wealthy husbands.
That would be it. A lot of them went to the States with the rich American gals.
Yeah.
Liked them.
A very elegant car.
Yeah, they're.
And this is pretty much the last year of this design, as you said, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they changed it. 71, they changed it to the R1 107, which
Yep.
was their model number afterwards, which is bigger and heavier. Yeah, but you see, once you get them up to snuff, they're very reliable. Big boot.
Well, obviously you've driven down to
There's a
south of
lot
France
rubbish
several
in it,
times.
but it's a big boot.
Oh, yeah.
Even with that in, you know, you
I
can
guess
get.
that's a bit of a bonus of not having a hood, is that you have all this space.
Yeah, you've got quite a lot of space.
But even if you have a hood, you just don't have rear seats,
Yeah.
and you,
Yeah,
so it's
that's
all
it.
give and take.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
well, I think they've found out in the factory that if we're going to have a convertible, we need to have something with a big boot as well, because it's no good
No.
going without
Well,
luggage.
When I first got it, it was my everyday car.
Really?
For about a couple of years. Yeah, I used it as everyday car.
In the winter as well?
Yep.
Oh, brave man.
Yep. Oh, stupid. I'm not sure which, but. Anyway.
Well, it's held up. It's held up.
Then when the prices went up about 4 years later.
Yeah, then you
I
didn't
was-
dare
yes,
do that anymore. No.
I was a bit more careful about it. Yeah.
That's a great shark nose design on this, isn't it?
Yes.
Here's the new menace.
Oh, that's it. Yes.
Yeah, the
That's
pest.
the guard dog.
That's the guard dog. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully,
Yeah, yeah.
hopefully inadequate.
Yeah. But the other good thing about these is you can still get a lot of the parts.
Really.
Yeah. Spares and what have you at a price. But you can still get lots of stuff. All the, let's call them consumables for the running gear and things.
Yeah, I can imagine the mechanical things are fairly
easy
good to get. Yeah.
A few things are difficult.
I guess like if you need this trim, it's
Yeah.
going to cost you an arm and a leg.
Chrome trim on these things are enormous money if you want to buy them. New from Stuttgart,
Yeah.
or you can't find it in a breaker somewhere that's good enough to put on the car. But
No.
yeah.
No, that's so you just don't dent it. Don't have any accidents. You can blow up the engine, that's
Yeah.
fine, but don't
Keep
ruin the
rust.
trim.
If you can keep the rust away
Yeah.
and not bang the bodywork around too much, that's the way she is.
Lovely. Have you always been a Mercedes man, or?
No, I was company cars in the past, but usually I've been an old car guy for a long time, but mainly British old cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you brought for me to fix then?
Well, it's a Seiko bullhead.
Oh, look at that. Very good
Again,
condition as well.
had it a long time.
Did you buy it new or?
No. Bought it. Well, as you know, we've been collecting watches for
you
a long,
could, you could,
long,
you
a long
could have been
time.
of that
Oh,
generation.
absolutely right. Yeah. No. So it's been going well. I've now had it serviced.
Well,
had it a long time.
I see a second hand in the middle of there, so I guess that's a good reason to have it serviced.
Indeed, the flyback hands come off.
Flyback flew
and,
off.
and she needs a service. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we'll get
Needs
that
a
sorted.
service, and these are ideal for motoring, of course, because that's why they're the bullhead.
Yeah.
You're driving along,
Driving.
yeah, exactly.
Brilliant.
So I'm afraid it's not a German watch, it's a Japanese watch.
Ah.
It doesn't quite match the car.
Oh, I think it's the same time period, definitely.
Very much so, yeah.
Well, we got a bit of sunshine. Shall we go for a little ride?
Why don't we do that? I guess we should put seatbelts on to be legal, shouldn't we?
We could do.
You don't need to. It's all right. Right.
Very nice. Good leg room. Happy with that.
There is comfortable seats, decent leg room. Doesn't like starting warm, this car. It likes it cold or hot.
It's good we were in the shadow then, so it could calm down a bit.
Yeah, it never really resolved it. Whether it's the you want to just drive up to the gate?
Yeah, I'd recommend going around that way. Yeah. Then hit the dog.
I mean, because it's fuel injection, it shouldn't be vaporization, should it?
No.
I never really got the bottom of it, but it's always starts, but it
well, we're
cold
open.
or hot, no problem.
We're open to suggestions on the comment section.
We are indeed. Probably the drive at the gate still open.
They will open, but don't let it smack into your car.
No.
To the right, that's good. I get used to this, Alan. In the rain?
You get wet from time to time.
Yeah.
But
You just plan it a bit.
yeah, I mean this is it. This is England. If you're going to use the car, you're going to get wet, aren't you, at some point?
Yeah. Yes, what this is for if you park the car in the summer, isn't it? Yeah. There's a car coming.
Is he coming this way?
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, it's for the tonneau.
That's for tonneau, yeah.
So I think that was a good part of it. Like your lane, or you want to go further on?
We go straight ahead, that's fine, yeah.
You've never been along the extent of this road.
No.
No.
How do you say, is it power steering in this as well?
Power steering,
Yep.
yeah. Automatic everything.
Automatic everything. So
Yeah.
it really is geared for the American market at this point.
Absolutely.
Can we get
That's
over
a big
there?
hole, that.
Oh, a bit. It's a bit.
That could be quite interesting. You? Quite low geared, these cars,
Really?
by modern standards, yeah.
Yeah.
Fine for buzzing around these roads, perfect. Motorways, using a lot on motorways, you could do with the fifth gear. But,
Yeah, how
The
fast do you
engines-
need to go?
and the engines, these engines quite like being revved. I mean, it's sort of counterproductive. People think,
Left, yeah.
left?
Yeah, left.
People think these old Merc engines, would need to be babied and all, but not at all. They do like to be revved.
They do like a bit of rev, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got to burn off all the carbon sometimes, don't you? It's nice when people let you by, isn't it?
Thank you. Yep.
I could get used to this, Alan.
Yeah.
had no oncoming traffic, it'd be great.
It's quite. Yeah.
Well, thanks for the ride, Alan.
Not at all.
I'll see if I can sort your watches out.
Thank you very much.
And yeah, have a good trip.
Good.